Congratulations, but you must have thought you were heading for a point there, as deep into stoppage time as you were.
Yes, I mean, but stoppage time is also part of the time that you're playing. So of course, now to say I was convinced that we would score that goal in the last second of the game would be unrealistic. But I think we pushed hard. We tried everything. We took all the risks in the world to win that game. And if I look at the shots on goal and the chances during the game, I think we deserved that 1-0 win. For me, it was clear from the very beginning that it will take some patience to play a well-organized team like West Ham. It was not always easy for us to find the best possible solutions in the final third. But defensively, I think it was probably the best performance in the last 8 weeks. The way that we were always trying to win balls back, our counter-pressing, the physicality of the game was really outstanding. And we know that we still have to improve in possession of the ball.
We used to talk about Fergie time. Should we be talking about Ralphie time now?
I don't know how long Fergie time was. Was that the last 5 minutes, or how long was that?
About 99 minutes, sounds.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind if that happened. But again, of course, we also would like to have more games like Brentford at the end when we were 3-0 up. But if you score in the last second of the game, the big advantage is that there is no time for the other team to reply. And that was the good one about today's goal.
Simon Stone?
Sorry, hi, Ralph. Just on Marcus, that's 2 in 2 games for him now. You always defended him when people were being critical of him. How do you think he's responded to the last couple of games, and what do you think he can contribute to this team over the next few weeks and months?
He's one of the top strikers in England. He's an English international who regularly played in the Euros. And we all know what kind of quality he has. He's got almost everything that a modern striker needs. He's got the pace, he's got the skills, he's got the size, the physicality of a striker. And in the end, it's all about confidence for strikers. And I'm pretty sure that those 2 goals have raised the level of confidence within Marcus. And now it's about taking the next steps to show that on a regular basis. It's about continuity now and continuity. And I think he can play a very important role for the rest of the season for us.
Rory Whitwell?
Hi, Ralph. I just wondered what you thought about the shooting from distance today, and then ultimately it was a goal that was nicely passed between your strikers that made the difference.
Sorry, I didn't understand the first part of the question. Sorry, can you say it again?
Sorry, Ralph. Yeah, you mentioned in a TV interview that players were taking shots from sort of silly distances today, long way out. I just wondered if you could elaborate on that and if you'd like to see a bit more, I guess, composure in the final third.
Yes, I think in the last 20 minutes, we had 2 or 3 shots from outside the 16-yard box where there was not really a realistic chance to score or to at least to hit the goal. I would have wished in those moments that probably also our strikers that we would have just played that vertical ball into the box. That's what I mean, that we didn't always take the right decisions in the final third. But again, this is also something that we have to improve, to develop. And it's, with this win, it's easier to do that as if it had been a draw at the end. But again, defensively, for me, one of the best performances in the last 2 months. On the ball, I'm still not quite happy with the way that we are playing.
Sam Wallace?
Ralph, I just wonder, with the sort of excitement of the finish, and you clearly enjoyed that moment, did this sort of feel like one of the first times you could really revel and enjoy in being manager of this club and the moments it produces?
Yes, but I also enjoyed the other wins, also the win at Brentford, which was as important as the win today. But obviously, this was an extremely emotional game, an extremely emotional moment. If you score in the last second of the game and knowing that there is no time anymore for the other team to reply, was extremely emotional. I can only say thank you to the Red Army, the way that they supported the team all through the game. They pushed us and carried us through the game. Was amazing. And that was, since I have arrived in those home games, by far the best atmosphere in the stadium.
Sam Lopez?
Hi, Ralf. How pleased were you with Anthony Martial's impact? It sounded like some fans booed him, but obviously he was pretty bright on the ball and played a key role with the goal.
Yes, I mean, when we last spoke 1.5 weeks ago, I told him, listen, it's all about being professional until the very last day. No matter how long he will stay or want to leave. For me, it's about being a professional. And I think it was good to have this conversation with him. In the last 2 games, he was part of the squad, and today played a vital role in creating that goal that we scored. I know that he's a top player, one of the best strikers in the Premier League, but we have other players in his position, and it is his wish to leave. But as I said to him, listen, it always takes different paths to find an agreement. And the way that he trained, the way that he played when he came on today, this showed this professionalism that I expect from everybody. And I'm happy that he was playing today, that I could bring him on, and that he was played a vital role in preparing that goal.
Okay, last 2 questions, one from Rob Dawson and one from Simon Fleet.
Hi, Ralf. It must be nice as a manager to throw on 3 substitutes and watch them all be involved in the goal that ends up winning the game.
Yes, absolutely. If you include Cristiano, who was also involved in that game, all 4 strikers that were on the pitch. I mean, in the end, we played in a 4-2-4 with 4 strikers. All 4 strikers were involved in that goal, and this is well done and a great moment for the club and also for the players.
Okay, last question, Simon.
Hi, Ralf. Congratulations. That was obviously your first consecutive wins as Manchester United manager. How important is it now to build some momentum? Obviously, you've got this break, but you can really hit the ground running and push on now, surely.
Very important. We have high ambitions in the Cup. Play on Friday, in 2 weeks, Friday against Middlesbrough, then the away game at Burnley. We know that all of these games will again challenge us. We'll have to perform on a high level. It will get physical again in those games. But I think the team realizes now that they are taking those steps. It's not so easy against us now to score goals. I mean, this was the best part of it, not only the clean sheet, but the way that we defended as a team. The counter-pressing was good. We took away the ball from them, and it's not so easy against those physical players like Antonio, and they have a lot of physicality in their team. And that was the part of the game where I was very pleased about today.